Hello everyone. In this video we have been given this nice problem. We have n plus 1 combination n minus 1 is equal to 15, and we have to find the value of n. But before we begin, if you are new here, please consider subscribe and also give a thumbs up. Now let's get started. Don't forget that when you have a combination r, this is defined as a factorial over a minus r factorial r factorial. So in this case, our a is n plus 1, then our r is n minus 1. So I'm going to use this idea to simplify this one. So now let's get started. So we have n plus 1 factorial over, I'll bring my big bracket, then we have n plus 1 minus n minus 1 factorial, then our r, which is n minus 1. So we have n minus 1 factorial just like that, and this is equal to 15. Right, so I will simplify this one first. So we have, I'll copy this down, n plus 1 factorial divided by, then I'll bring my big bracket, then we have n plus 1 over here, then negative 1 times n is the same as negative n, then negative 1 times negative 1 is the same as positive 1, right? And this is factorial, then I'll bring this one, which is n minus 1 factorial, and the whole thing is equal to 15, right? So straight away you can see that this positive n will cancel this negative n. All right, so let's continue from here. So we have n plus 1 factorial over 1 plus 1 is 2, so we have 2 factorial times n minus 1 factorial, and this is equal to 15, right? So I'm going to subtract 1 from this till I get to this one. So we have n plus 1 here, then n plus 1 minus 1, then n plus 1 minus 2 factorial all over 2 factorial n minus 1 factorial, and this is equal to 15, right? So let's simplify this. We have n plus 1 here, n plus 1, then n plus 1 minus 1 is the same as n, then n plus 1 minus 2 is the same as n minus 1 factorial over 2 factorial n minus 1 factorial, and this is equal to 15. So you can see that we have n minus 1 factorial here, and then n minus 1 factorial here as well. So this one will cancel this. Then we have n plus 1, then this one, which is n divided by 2 factorial is the same as 2 times 1, which is 2, and this is equal to 15. So I will clear here. Right, so we have n times n is the same as n squared, then n times 1 is n over 2 is equal to 15. And don't forget that this 15 is over 1. So I can cross multiply. So we have n squared plus n is equal to 2 times 15 is 30. Right, so we have, I'll bring everything to the left and then equate to 0. So we have n squared plus n minus 30 is equal to 0. And this is quadratic equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. right? So I will solve this one. I'll rewrite this equation as n squared plus 6n minus 5n minus 30 is equal to 0. So that when I sum 6n and then negative 5n, we are getting positive n, just like this. So it is the exact same thing, right? So we have, right, so I will simplify this. We have n squared plus 6n, then minus 5n plus 30 is equal to 0. Right, since n is here and then n is here as well, I can factor n out easily. So we have n into n plus 6 over here. Right, since 5 can go into 30, I'll factor 5 out. Then we are left with n plus 6. And this is equal to 0. Right, since we have n plus 6 over here and then n plus 6 over here as well, I can copy 1. So we have n plus 6 into n minus 5, and this is equal to 0. So as you can see, this statement means that it is either n plus 6 is equal to 0 or n minus 5 is equal to 0. So this means that our n is equal to negative 6 or n is equal to positive 5. Right, since n cannot be negative, this means that the final answer is n is equal to positive 5. Guys, I hope you found this video useful. Please give it a thumbs up and also don't forget to subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. See you again in the next video.